Martin Scorsese, who's just directed Shutter Island, which is on circuit. I saw it, I loved it. I'm going to speak a little bit about a couple of other projects that Martin Scorsese is busy with. If you don't know Martin Scorsese, you don't know much about film. No, I'm only kidding. But Martin Scorsese is the modern day Alfred Hitchcock. He's one of the masters of cinema that is currently alive and making films. Taxi Driver, Casino, Goodfellas. His next film is The Invention of Hugo Cabret. This is a very famous children's book by Brian Selznick. It is set in the 1930s in Paris, where an orphan who lives in the walls of a train station is wrapped in a mystery involving his late father and a robot, and so much more. The artwork of this film looks incredible, and it's going to be really great to see what Scorsese does with it. He's obviously never done a children's book, and working with visual artists in the past that he has, this will aid in it being visually spectacular. The reason I'm mentioning this is the news is that Sir Ben Kingsley and comedian and famous actor of Bruno and Borat and Ali G, Sacha Baron Cohen, have joined the cast. Sir Ben Kingsley was just in Shutter Island with Martin Scorsese, and as mentioned now, looks like he'll be in this. So Martin Scorsese is busy with another music documentary, tentatively titled the Untitled George Harrison documentary, obviously dealing with the life of George Harrison, who was one of the members of the Beatles. Very famous band, in case you haven't heard of them. 1960s, you know. Martin Scorsese's previous involvement in music is immense. If you listen to any of the scores in his film or the music tracks that he selects, he is a master in selecting music ranging from blues to jazz to rock and roll. He edited the Woodstock film. He did a documentary on Bob Dylan called No Direction Home. It was incredible. If you love Bob Dylan, you will love No Direction Home. He did a concert film called Shine a Light on the Rolling Stones. He did The Last Waltz, which was the final concert for the band. So Martin Scorsese is synonymous with film as well as music. And obviously doing the Untitled George Harrison documentary will be great. He's also directing a film called Sinatra, based on the life of Frank Sinatra. There's no casting for Frank Sinatra yet, but I will keep you posted on that one. A couple of other films that Martin Scorsese is busy with at the moment is The Rise of Theodore Roosevelt, which is based on the Pulitzer Prize winning novel by Edmund Morris. Scorsese is also busy with a film called The Long Play with producer Mick Jagger from the Rolling Stones. Worked together on Shine a Light, him and Scorsese. It's a drama centered on two friends who spend 40 years in the music industry and see the rise of R&B and hip-hop. As I've mentioned, Scorsese's use of classical blues, jazz, rock music in his films. Now he's doing a film centered along the themes of R&B and hip-hop. So Scorsese and music and film are just synonymous with each other. The film Scorsese's been working on for quite a while is based on the book by Shusaka Endo called Silence. It follows two Jesuit priests in 17th century as they face violence and persecution as they go on a journey to find their mentor. It stars Benicio del Toro and Gael Garcia Bernal. The next Scorsese film I'm going to talk about is based on the novel by Charles Brunt called I Heard You Paint Houses. It stars Robert De Niro. It's about a mob hitman who recalls his possible involvement with the slaying of Jimmy Hoffa.